While in there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data, but be careful, these networks are old and strange. Oh! 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 Oh!
I am Smogles and I'm not a robot. I'm a normal guy with normal thoughts. I am Smogles and I'm just like you. There's no reason to believe I'm anything else. Totally do.
Hello, everyone. I'm Smogles. I'm not a robot, and this is Citizen Sleeper. I just went to sleep at this cycle, and having a bad dream, I think. So that's fine. That's fine. There's no issues here. This time you don't wake up. Instead of ghost of the station, that shifting skeletal ring surrounds you. For a moment you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched out across the colorless void. And then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of the exchange and extensions, and as you feel them, your thoughts slipping down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in the smooth black liquid. Touch the station. You find a point in this station, you connect to it, pulse through it, follow loops and paths under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers, and then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly you feel yourself being carried with it, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out to them, try to grasp them, try to touch them. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you, insistently, as if it were a small child. Somehow, it is pulling you in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back trembling in this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. Close your eyes for a second. You feel it waiting there. The station splayed out across your mind. A storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored. And then it is gone. Oh good, I have only 3 dice now. Yay! Okay, I can only do 3 things this time around. Okay, so what I'm waiting on is I'm waiting on Sabine to finish sourcing the stabilizer. So that's gonna take 2 more cycles. I have some money. I don't know how much it costs to get food from Emphas. I do need it. Oh, order fungus. Oh, and if I do that enough times, he'll start trusting me. Good. Alright. So I definitely should keep using him as a food source. More scraps will come soon. Okay. Let's work at Dragos's yard. Help him do some good work. But what? The rotunda. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna want to steal the dog plants. That just feels like such a not good thing to do. I'll try to I'm just gonna explore. Just gonna explore. Great, neutral outcome. I'm more of a dock watcher. I'm now kind of in that. Ooh. Overlook bar. Ooh. I can get a drink. Great. Or I can buy rations. I want to get the food from Memphis. I feel like that's gonna be the primary thing to do. If I could do the whole dissection, I think that will be great, and I'll just make sure that I do it perfectly. Great. Helping Drago. Now I will get food from Memphis. Great. And you know what? So I can sell components. I can also see if I can play the market. I don't think I should do that when I only have a 1 dice to my name. I could do the safe manual savage. So if I fail, it's not going to be a big deal. I'll buy a drink at the bar, gain some trust around the area. Be good to have. And do I want more info about the Let's keep things safer. We'll go to Dragos's. See if I can help with some manual salvage. Maybe get him ahead of the debt. Great. He's ahead of the debt, and I got some money. Okay. Great. That was a good cycle. Really can't wait until I have more than 3 dots. Can't wait till I have more than 3 actions to spare. Oh, right. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering lights like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, catches of shimmering light between transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of a thread across the ring, through these forms, and then leap off into the void. You begin to understand. These are nodes and connections, a map of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops, that it begins almost impossible to parse. You begin to try. Focus on the nodes. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle, dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange. But before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. The threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see an opportunity. But then that insistent tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again, see 2 lines, 2 threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied around you. The second one. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows in. This time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. The first thread leads out, away from the station, into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship. The ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. You open your eyes. Time is short. Oh, good. Oh, good, I'm being hunted. Yay! So happy. Tutorial, the cloud. Something has changed inside you. You can now access the data cloud of the eye, the network of decaying protocols and data caches. While in there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data, but be careful, these networks are old and strange. Oh. Okay then. Oh, interesting. All right. Cool. Let's see what I can get. Let's try... Oh, data actions. They work like data sections, but in order for it to work, you must match your dice to the one displayed. Ooh. Oh, this is cool. Oh, oh. Because I have interface, I have more possibilities on things that will allow me to match. Amazing. Okay. Signals, okay. This node is orbit, means corporate counter and go. Broadcasting. Let's get something from one of the Havanage agents. Okay, I have Havanage data. Okay. Oh, I can probably use that to hack other things. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be ready in a day. I don't want to just keep on hacking. So my food is okay. Although maybe I'll do some work. I'll do some work and then go from there. Welcome, great. Still ahead, and I still got some good stuff there. Let's try this key. Let's not try that key. Try this key. Cryptid key. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver, its source somehow both distant and close to your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly the shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf, entity unknown, astringent, processing. If we stay very still, it'll go away. Please hold. Hunter, sentient protocol unraveling. Oh, good. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What did you do? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, even though there is no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify, origin, serial, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Feel like I should tell the truth here. Sleeper, SN ARP. Unknown, known. The figure's head strangely rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks more, the threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop! The figure halts its threads. Its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person? Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, the hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock? Interesting. The entity hides. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. The hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Strike it! You lash out with all your force, not a physical strike, but focused. A spike of interference leaping out like a tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station like shaking with. Okay, so we're gonna do some more looking through the rotunda. I think next cycle. Holy heck! That's great. Good. Oh, first thing I'm gonna do is go to the bar. Get some regular points. Alright, now I'll end the cycle. I have 3 more days to have 3 more cycles to have 3 actions before I need that stabilizer. Okay. As you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wake up! Turn. Feng is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his broad face. Hey, Havenage Systems Engineer. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? He grins. Ha, you do now. He puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just want to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. Can be hard to get a star in the eye. He looks down a passage. What was it old Erland says? The eye opens for us all. Nice idea. But, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. I'm sorry, we? You pass together in the main hall walkway. Havanach, we are all one dysfunctional family. Fang puts an arm around you. I'm not part of the security branch, though. Don't worry, I'm with systems. Havanach? Think of us as the administrative association for the Eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerge as a response to or continuation of Andre Erland's original union. Personally, I avoid the topic. He stops you in the quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity, and well, I know a little about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glanced around. This is not the place for it. I have an office just across the way. Give me a cycle to prepare, and then when you are settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. What they say is true about you sleepers, well, there's work to be done. He pats you on the back, his voice bright and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. He walks down the passage, raising a hand in farewell. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. That's fine. I don't see why that's going to be a problem anytime soon. Okay, so my friend's going to be ready now. Yeah, let's see Sabine now. We should get that done. First thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshira's implants like cat's eyes in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark and you push through the sheeting into surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of them. A set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yatagan... They trail off. We should treat this with caution. Looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. Oh, wait, I'm the test case? Seems to be the case. Fortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In this case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with a new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its own organs. And that means, which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I'll start with a small dose to limit the risk. Okay, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial, uses the syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe. You watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial rejection, but with little response. Sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzling, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white. When it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises, like an argument heard from underwater, trickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, her back lit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? Stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yadigan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room, and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door, fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Okay, so now I have a place to get stabilizer, and I'm so stable! Oh! Oh! Okay, 100 cryo. Oh! Great. Let us go into the rotunda and figure out where that secret place is. Or, counterpoint, I can maybe find out from a local. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna get into a fight. Never mind. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you. The taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Haunt! The spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Probably best to ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar's surface. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, and a stare that could breach the wall and vent you all into a hard vacuum. As you turn back, the spacer, the second glass, comes sailing through the air. Ooh, catch it. Let's be badass. Oh. You reach a hand and glass shatters across your forearm, showering you with fragments. Through the haze of glass and grill vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close distance with the spacer. A thud as she slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Favorite character right here. Favorite character. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of grill is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool behind you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles, pulling a silver glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Talia's bright eyes search your thick, synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Talia works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. She smiles to herself. So, you been in the eye long? Just arrived. Thought so. Only seen you here a couple times. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you, but they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we got aren't much and company is, she leans in, limited. Whoa. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. If you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides a glass of Girol near you. This'll help. She stops her hand still on the glass. Wait. Does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? No idea. She laughs. Well, keep trying. I'll let you know if I see any difference. She walks back to the bar, gathering the glasses as she does. And before long, the retelling of how she threw out that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively will look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Girol. The earthy, fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. That mean I have... Ooh, and if I start working for her, that means I can probably start... That means I can probably start getting good in with her, and that's some good trust to have. That's some very good trust to have. Alright, I still need to figure out where that sealed container in the rotunda is, so I'm gonna look. Or I could just get those plans. I do have a guaranteed success. Good to know. So the So the hunter is gonna come in when they detect after a certain amount of times that I'm doing that stuff. Let's get the guaranteed win. Yeah. Stranded mercenary here. There's the sealed dock. These old maglocks look like they each need an encrypted key to open. I got an encrypted key. Because I was hacking. Yes. Okay, and I need 2. On to the next one. Okay, so let's... I think I could get another encrypted key. Okay, and now I go back here. All 3 maglocks clear, you'll be able to pry your way into... Oh my god. What? What is this? Neovend 33, a decaying vending machine. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. I'm very much approaching this machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, a kind of upright cabinet. It's covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovend, and you remember an advert from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpily sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance from their rented ships. That's not familiar. Enter your registration. Chirps a pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like server motors starting up, but quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovend. Entity, they hiss. Speak with me. Oh, who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath, before the machine speaks again. I have need of you, you have need of me. The squeal comes again, and you see that it is a 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated into producing that worrying, whining voice. You are in danger. Danger? The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion entity. The hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter Protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of the emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulation makes you target. Adaptable? Yes! You can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovend whines, but you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. Servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look around at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests. Explains Neovend. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nests. Why can't you? Hunter will find me. Then killer come. The machine trembles with effort. I cannot leave machine. Connections must remain closed. Bring offerings. Save self. Neoven says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and suddenly stops, as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades and you are left stood in the dark of a sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ears. Ah. Oh. Okay then. Okay then. So I need to get rid of the hunter nests. Alright, what are my priorities though? I feel like if Dago misses a payment, he's gonna use me as collateral. So I don't want that to happen. So tomorrow, since I have enough, I'm gonna do that. So it looks like the stuff I have is I want to get in good grace with Emphas. I just feel like that's a good thing to do. Continue my thing with Overlook Bar. Because they're going to be able to give me shelter. And then also just keep Dragos from revealing who I am. There's also a mercenary here. I think I'm going to wait on that till I've taken down some hunter nests. Does this die? Bypass. Hey. It's all on this end so far. Oh, I need to go to that one in order for that to happen. Great. Hey, you. Want to earn a chit? And Kita stands besides a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure? You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating between two bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks you up and down. Don't you try anything, alright? She taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Anyone else? She shrugs. What can I say? My temper is a little short lately. And Kita hoists one bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. Gotta earn that chit. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. And Kita gives you a look. Chips this way. She sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. What's all this for? Oh, this? She nods the plates on her back. Building a tree house. She gives you another of her looks. It's for the ambergris, a cutter you might have seen sitting silent out there. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on her last job, and I had to moor up here for a spell, but since then it's only gotten worse. Someone got in, sliced the core from our ship mine, so now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulder. Upshot is I'm short one ship mind with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I've been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've seen worse. I'm bleeding chits every cycle, so I need to get off and fast. And Kita swings the plate from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're actually the first person I met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes bundles of plates through the ambergriss's outer lock, then turns back. Just don't go spraying this around. And Kita throws you a couple of chits. Consider it a bonus for not trying to grift me. She gives you a parting nod, ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. Okay. So I can help. Ah! Okay, so I can help her get it into ship shape. That would be a good way to escape. Be a very good way to escape if I'm able to do that. Alright, but as of now, we will go into ending the cycle. Oh man, look at that stabilization. Oh, that's so nice. Alright, that's gonna be the end of today's episode. This is so fun. Now that there's hacking involved, now I've got a bunch of new characters to chat with. This is gonna be so great. I'm very excited to continue this. So, yes, with that, thank you all for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, oh, excuse me. With that, I'm going to find a way to stop all this congestion from happening, and I will go ahead and see you at the next one. Goodbye!